Yeah, hi. Hello. Hey, thanks for joining me. This is, as always, good to see you. Of course, good to see you. This here is where my chest monster used to be, and it's gone now. It's mental health related, and I want to talk to you about that today while I give you a tour. So let's get started. I have a starter house, I have a barn, I have a villager, breeder, I have a whole thing. I have a new shop, big, huge shop, huge. So let's get started. So yeah, this is the original site where I had my chest monsters, you may remember. And I got kind of sick. The thing is, I was trying to quit smoking, and I tried everything, it didn't work. Doctor said, here, take these, take this medicine, and it will help. And it did for about a month. And then I had the worst depressive episode I think I've ever had in my entire life. Had a terrible breakdown. It affected me 4 months, and it completely changed the way I interact with my antidepressants. Here is the second node group cluster thing. Pharma. That's one of the many things I sell in the shopping district now. But yeah, so how do I get up? Why are you up? But anyway, so yeah, the antidepressants started having the same kind of effect on me, so I had to quit taking those too. And it was about 6 months roughly of brain zaps and just complete fog, and it was really hard on me. I had no motivation, I couldn't focus, I couldn't function. It was just bad. It was really bad, and but now I'm better. I'm good. I feel good. I feel functional, and I am ready to get back to work. But while I was doing all that, I did a lot of work here. I didn't stop playing. I just couldn't focus on making videos. Videos are really, really hard to make, and we're gonna try and walk and look at the screen at the same time. I don't know if I can do this, but it takes a lot of focus, it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of time. If you don't make videos, you may not know that much about it. The editing process is a lot, and didn't feel good. Wow, every time I jump and hit my head, it's like boop. Let's get started on my place. So I used to have my nether portal up there, and we moved it over here, and now the portal takes us to the roof. It was one of the first things I built, so I'm going to take you there. Yeah, the idea behind this is that eventually I'll have a big cluster of like crystals made of glass that pops out. It'll look cool, and there'll be some little ones jutting out, and you'll just be able to see it from anywhere, that you can see my portal from. And then Ransom helped me with this, and I'm delighted. Got a little place to keep the hoglins out. Alright, so this is the nether roof, where all of our portals are, and Luke has been building these paths to everybody's bases, which is really nice. There's my head. A haunting face. Those eyes. It's the eyes, really. It's that they creep me out. It's my skin, and they creep me out. I made these trees myself. They're not the best, but they're okay. I did a good job. I'm getting better. Oh no, the fish. Get back in the pond. Go on. There we go. That's my fish pond. I've been slowly filling it with cod, and there's so many of them, and tropical fish, And over here, I had an axolotl pond, but they keep dying. I don't know why. Or disappearing. I don't know. They're probably getting out, and something bad's happening. But I gotta do some work here, and then maybe we'll have a proper axolotl pond. This is my base. It is shaped weird. I did not plan it. I just built it, and so it has some odd shapes to it. But I tried to decorate it pretty well. And I'm still in the middle of decorating it. So like this space is not decorated yet. There's a little bit of stuff here and there. Nothing big. I found birds. This is a mini fridge. See? Mini fridge. Mini fridge. This is a gift cake, by the way, Leafy. That's a new person on the server gave that to me. Oh, they didn't give it to me. Wait, did they? She did. I think she did give me a cake. 2 cakes. The other cake is somewhere. Anyway, I don't know. This is my kitchen, and this bird sometimes makes baby zombie sounds, which I hate. In my greenhouse connected to the kitchen, you can come in and get fresh vegetables to cook a tasty meal if you want. Here is my little library. I like the way I did this. I really like the decor here. And this is Kiwi, my second bird of 3 that I have. Yeah, we have mini blocks from the traders. Why does this keep happening? And we also just recently got mob heads, which I'm really excited about. So there's that. And then we have, I'll go up here real quick because this is where Frankie is. I've got my map. See what I mean? This is a weird shaped house. It is a weird shape. Yeah. You know, we've got Frankie. Frankie's another bird. Ooh. Yeah, so my shop, I started doing deliveries. People could request things. So this is my first order and from Weirdbeard, and that's exciting. I'm in my bedroom. I'm not done in here. I just started it. I'll go to sleep too. Why not? And yeah, so we got this nice, cozy looking bed, and that's all I've got for this space right now. We'll go downstairs real quick. Boop, 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 boop. And this is my storage and like workspace. So we got, you know, anything I have a lot of, or I'm going to have a lot of, I make a chest for. Oop. It's growing too far though. It's getting too big. I can't. And I have sticks. I have a witch farm now. We'll show you that too. There's a lot happening. And then we have this little space here, which leads out here, where I keep my netherwort farm. Lovely. And then you can take a little makeshift stairway up and out the side of the house. Right here, where I am currently getting horses ready for my shop. And I built this barn. I love this. I wanted to build with, with granite, because I never built with granite before. I wanted to see what I could do with it, and instead it turned into this, which is like granite light. On the sides, not so much. Copper roof. It's got andesite. It has stone. And then inside, we've got jungle wood, and I think this is dark oak. Yeah. Dark oak and jungle wood. I had a horse, another horse. His name was Dr. Whooves. I accidentally killed him, and I wish so bad I had that on video because it was kind of funny. Ransom was here getting armor for the horse, and it was going to give him diamond armor, and I was flying in from over here. I had a farm area on the other side I was cleaning up, and so I was shot an arrow, a spectral arrow, to startle him, and I was shooting it between him and the horse, and I hit the horse. And so Dr. Whooves died. But now we have 2 new horses who are just as good. Little Sebastian was just as good as Dr. Whooves. And then I found Bottom Text, which is the best horse I have so far. So we're trying to make real good babies to sell to the other Misfits. Real quick, finally, this farm area, sugarcane, which I don't even harvest here anymore. I have a whole farming district for that. We have vines, I have cows for milk and leather. We have rabbits for rabbit's feet and food and leather, and pumpkins and of course everything that I need to grow here. And then I built this cottage because I wanted to put villagers in it, farming villagers to trade with. That's what these little spots are for. But didn't quite work out that way. It turns out it was a pain to move them, to even get them here was a pain. And I think that's the other cake. Yeah. Anyway, it was a pain to get them here, and it was really hard to manage them, and I thought, I want to do this with all of them. I want to build this little community here for trading, and I just don't feel like doing that right now. You can see this is the rail that I had to bring them in. But anyway, this is, yeah, just kind of a brief tour of my base and my area, I guess, where I work and play. So let's move on to the farms and stuff like that. So from here we have this kind of factory looking thing off in the distance, and that is my villager breeder. Now the internal workings of this farm, the breeder itself, was designed by LogicalGeekBoy, and I use a lot of his designs in most of my farms are his designs. So I will definitely link out everything in the, you know, the place where I keep that stuff. The links. Oops. The links. Yeah, so the cool thing, this was not in his design. This I made for the structure, and Ransom helped me get the kind of finer points of it down. But you just flip this lever, and boop. And so down there, this is part of the farm design. A little minecart will come out, pick up one of these guys, and bring him here. Where he'll hit the wall and stuff. But actually, he won't hit the wall, because in this chest is one piece of rail. You put it down, and the minecart goes out, and as soon as it hits this redstone, it goes. And then you just, when you're done here, break it, put the rail back, and voila. Now, 2 things I really love about this redstone setup I did was it lights up, and Ransom helped me with the lights. I couldn't figure them out well enough. But it also powers the redstone rail out. And when you close it, it shuts off the rail, and it shuts off the lights. This way, from a distance at night, or you know, whenever, you can see whether or not the door is open. And this is, there's nothing in there. It made like a little pipe. I don't know why. I wanted it to look more like a factory. And yeah, I made it have a little bit of water that comes out of it, which I think is cool. Yeah, but let's get inside here, inside the factory, and show you around real quick. I love this. This is a really, it's super efficient. Can't recommend this farm enough. But yeah, so you've got your villagers up there, right? And so if you open this, it pulls that glass block, and they can see the beds now. So they're gonna, maybe right now, maybe some point, they'll make a little baby, and it'll run to the beds, but then instead fall down into this water column thing, and wait here until it grows up, and then it'll come up here with the rest of these guys, and wait to be carted out Boop, like that. So anyway, once that's done, the villagers get carted down to this building. This took me a while to set up too, so they get carted through here, and then they get in this loop. And Garbanzo, our friendly neighborhood zombie, will punch them. Basically, I stand here, and they come through, and they'll kind of and go around. And usually, by the time I get set up, they're making their first pass here. And so I'll shut this off, and this will turn off the redstone, so they'll stop in front of the next, rail with the zombie. Get turned into a zombie. Turn back on. To go around and push them, I don't know how to make it better than that. And then shut it off. Usually when they're about here, and then I throw one of these weakness potions. So they get potioned and converted, and then I throw this lever so they can come out, and then they follow the rail. Let me fix this. They follow the rail around and up into my villager trading hall. So you see we've got some farmers, fishermen. I wanted one of every kind, and then we're doing doubles and things like selling sticks, because I have so many sticks. This will eventually be its own structure. Once I get it filled, I'm gonna build like a tower, and I don't know why that's there. In a little storage room, and basically what I was doing was railing them through here at first, and so they'd come through and they'd pop in here, and I'd brick it in, break that, put this block here, break this, and they'd be set. We did that all the way down the line. I know the blocks don't match. I plan on fixing all that eventually. So now we're just moving on to the next one. I haven't been messing with it for a while because I've been distracted with other projects. But this is, my my villager thing. I wasn't going to do this initially. I had planned on just kind of spending diamonds, a lot of diamonds. But then I needed potions of experience, and there were some other things I needed that weren't being sold, so I decided to do this and just get it over with. So here is the portal to my farm area, which is near Tom died again. Tom's portal and base and stuff. So come on inside here. Oh, this is so loud in here. I have to get rid of the rail. It's underneath my witch farm. So I wanted, since I AFK for the witch farm, I wanted to be able to AFK for lots of things. So we have Sugarcane, the Sugarcane farm here. Just operates with a little minecart. Here it comes. Whoop, whoop. Just picks up all that stuff, brings it around. This is my kelp farm. I'll show you how that works underneath, but let's take a look inside first. You can see it just goes out. One of these 3 observers catches the first one to get there, and then it washes it over the top and down into this water space where it goes for collection. And then over here, this ugly mess is a bee farm, and the bees, all but these 2 bees, they're gone. They went away. I don't know where they are. I don't know why. They are gone, but they are gone. I was getting bottles as well, but no more bees for bottles. Big lightning strike. Yeah, so I started a lava farm to smelt the kelp that was coming in from my kelp farm. Turn that into blocks. So you can see we've got lava here, and more here, and then as this gets low, if I want to, now I've got a full inventory at our shop. So this is kind of, I'm just letting this kind of run out and then produce kelp, you know, at its regular pace. But if I wanted to, I'd throw this and it would pulse. See, there's a delay here to this dispenser, which has bone meal in it, and the bone meal feeds all the way to those chests at the back of the thing, and it'll just feeds all of the kelp in this system. And then, yeah, so I can make more. If I needed to get a lot fast, I could. But so the shop sells lava buckets, sells coal, kelp, blaze rods, all that stuff. And then we have the witch farm over here, which works pretty well. It's a little slow in terms of getting the amount of redstone I would like to have, but it's okay. It does a good job. It gets me a lot more stuff than I had anticipated, and I've been able to sell a lot of it. So you see, it opens up the water thing, and then the clock will eventually close, and then it washes the witches out into essentially like a entity crammer down there. The minecarts. To get it to work properly, I go to my AFK spot, which I converted into a this is also a place to make concrete, so I can just sit here and, you know, auto make concrete while I'm AFK. Yeah, so this is my farming area, and that would lead us to the shopping district, where I will show you guys what I built. I got rid of my little shops and I made one big shop. Alright, so here we are in the shopping district. A lot's changed, as you can see. We've got this notice board here now. We've got this amazing tower. It sells a lot of cool stuff, and hey, if you died and want to get your stuff back, borrow these tools thing. A lot of cool little shops have popped up. We're not going to do a whole tour today, but I did want to give you guys just a quick look at what's going on here. A lot of amazing stuff is coming up. Yeah, it's really cool. I used to have you may remember, I used to have a string of shops right here, and they are all gone now. So I'm going to run right into this spot real quick, because I'm just curious if anybody's bought anything. This shop I share with Pax. He and I work on this shop together. Those are his diamonds. Yeah, so, and I stock it up. Been stocking it up with the lava buckets and the kelp and the coal and this potion stuff. It's a pretty good shop. I'm doing good. That is Shaq, the giant giant zombie. He doesn't really do anything, but for a diamond you can get some wisdom. I'll show you guys that later. So this is my shop. It's not done. It needs decorating. It still needs a lot of work, but the structure itself is done, and the shops inside are done. Except for the bottom level here, where we're gonna have horses, which is what you saw earlier. So we're gonna have a couple of pens. People can come and buy a horse. There'll be a station here, and the same on the other side, where they can get armor, where they can get, you know, if they want to dye leather armor, there'll be a station for that. And then apparently my shop was really confusing, so I had to put in these signs. So ground level horses, level 1 buildings, materials, and there's food on that side, and then my adventure shop and a minigame on the other side. Minigame's not ready yet, but here we have, you know, a little ATM. You can come in and get your shulkers if you want. If you need something, I got my money in this one, and this is the finally made the box for my minigame. So this is what the person who wins the game will win. It includes a pixel build and everything you see here. So yeah, be a good, hopefully, motivator to get people to play the game, and I'll explain the game shortly. But yeah, here we have what I call a builder's barrel, and so we have concrete powder, 1 diamond per 32. We have a redstone section, payment chest, stained glass, every color, sand, scaffolding, if you want a special order for deliveries. It's regular sand, amethyst, calcite, glowberries, moss, azalea, bushes and leaves and stuff, honeycomb, honey bottles, basalt, calcite, tuff. Eventually I'll have like flowers and plants and stuff in here too. I'm working on that right now. On the other side, so I wanted to sell milk buckets, just so people could, you know, if they needed to get rid of certain effects, they could come, they could buy a milk bucket. But it seemed weird and kind of boring to just come in and buy a milk bucket. So instead, you can come in and get 2 milk buckets, a soup, a bread, and a dessert for 1 diamond. And here they all are. So you got milk, pumpkin pie, cookies, bread, soup, which is, this is suspicious stew, specifically the suspicious stew that heals you up like crazy. You got rabbit stew, beetroot, and mushroom. And then you can buy cake, and this is where you make your payments. And then back here is storage for some of the items we have in here. I realized I couldn't do some of these because they stack, but I like the color scheme, which I don't know what I need to do. I don't like that. I don't like you can see the green. Well, it appears I did it deliberately. I'm changing my mind. Yeah, but I like the brown and yellow. It's a shame you can't see more of it in the shop, but I liked the look. And then you have level 2, which is, I'll give you guys a little peek in at the minigame, but for now, you have this adventure shop, which sells stuff you might need if you're going to go adventuring. Or, you know, just other nonsense, bells, maps, buckets, name tags, rail, minecarts, a little bit of everything that you might want. And here, this is what sparked the ideas. I had all these maps, right? Treasure maps I didn't go looking for. But I found the ships. I found a lot of ships early game. And so I kept the maps, and now you can come in and buy them and go, you know, go find stuff. And then you have the Ocean Explorer map and a Woodland Explorer map that I got from my cartographer villager. And so there's more stock here. You have the respawn anchors. And then, yeah, I'm gonna have more stuff as we go. And then there's a rest area, and you can land in the shop. Boop, right here. Now the mini game is gonna be kind of like geocaching. And everybody's gonna have their own barrel, as you can see. I haven't gotten everybody's heads for this yet, but essentially they'll come in, there'll be a barrel here and a book. They'll read the book, and the book will say, hey, this is how the game works. And then the barrel will have a compass that'll lead them to a lodestone somewhere on the server, and that lodestone will have some kind of thing that would be cool to see, like, I don't know, an organic build, or just something interesting that makes it, you know, worth going. And when you get there, you'll get a new compass for a new lodestone, and that'll go on, you know, until you've found them all. And the first person to find them all will be able to open this space, and the space leads up this tower. There'll be a little pedestal here where we will put that red shulker box I showed you. Once the game's started, I don't want to leave it up there till then. But yeah, basically I want to be able to build something with everybody too, so that we can get everybody to kind of go to the bases and visit each other, and I get to build with everyone. There's my logo, my heart. That was fun to make. It took a little while, but I enjoyed it. So this was built, I initially built this as a circle, and then filled it in, you know. But yeah, I'm mostly keeping the shop up. People are building item sorters for every item in the game, or at least a big chunk of what they're doing. This is Cobbler's base, by the way. We're gonna do a tour of that eventually. But that's my shop. We're gonna eventually, like I said, we're gonna have horses down here. And yeah, so you'll be able to, that's a walkway that bridges between food and the building, and you can look out from there. And I want to do like a really cool, pretty little courtyard here, but that's later. Yeah, that is it for this. We'll give you tours of the rest of the server another time. Moving forward, my plans are to, of course, keep making these videos for you guys now that I'm feeling better, but also to finish my shop, to start selling the horses, to finish decorating my house, and to pretty much just yeah, keep going. I've got to start building things for this minigame as well, so I've got to get on that. But yeah, so this is me and my base and the shopping district, and I appreciate you guys checking in. As always, thank you so much for joining me. It was great seeing you, and I look forward to seeing you guys again real soon. Yeah, so bye.